Hello everyone, we're back with Fake Grand Order with the SE.RA.PH event. It's been 6 days and we've hardly made any progress. So yeah, I've been doing the Eric the Blood X road and I got a ticket just now. So we're gonna roll that. This is like the last thing we're gonna roll for Melt Realist, because once KR is up, that's where the tickets go. Yeah, okay, not her. Oh, the 4-star though. That's neat. What does it do? Increase the drop rate of things, or oh no, it's one of those. I hate all the events where it's like, oh, you increase the amount of enemies that show up. You're just like, you make it more work. Wait, did it just go down from 16 to 15? Yeah, so anyway, like it's a short one this time. Just Ozymandias always works. Chew out like that. I'd say that's good. Okay, what are we doing? Act 1, Swan Lake returns, 2 out of 6. We're going right into battle. Okay. I actually remember doing something like this in... Oh, can you see the bottom pixel of my desktop again? I think you can. Adjusting it would just be a bigger hassle. My desktop, for the curious, it's a picture from Fata Morgana. Well, not from Fata Morgana. The makers of it have like an official English Twitter page, and I was on it for a minute. I don't really use Twitter. Like, I have one, but like I very, very rarely get on it. Like once a month maybe. And anyway, one of their posts was like posting, oh, it's fan art day of the month. Well, I don't even know if it's fan art. Like, this could be official art. It's art day of the month. Here's a wallpaper. I was like, oh wow, thanks for the wallpaper. It's of the maid. Best girl. Not to be confused with best boy Mel. Well, I mean, I've tried not to spoil anything about Fata Morgana. Mel's actually second best boy. But I feel like that character shows up late enough that I can't say his name. Also, we're fighting Gio here. I think that you say his name Gio, right? That's how you pronounce it in French? Hope so. Just use Ozzy, I guess. Is it Ozzy or Ozzy? I've never heard someone say Ozymandias out loud. Like, I know the poem's pretty famous. It's a poem, right? I've read it once or twice, like. But I never went over in like class or anything. I remember seeing it in one of my composition textbooks, and I was like, oh hey! That's the guy from Pay. I know that guy. Remember, right? Like the poem's like, I forget what it was about exactly, but like how he went from well, like it's not even, it's symbolic, but it's been so long, and I didn't really like. I'm not gonna. I mean, I guess you could say I didn't understand it. Just like I skimmed through it. It's like, okay, I now understand Fate fully now. Because I'm 90% sure I read it because of Fate. The ending line, I think, is like relatively famous, or like I've seen it quoted once or twice, so it's famous. If I ever see something quoted, it's famous. That's how it works. It's like, but his empire is all sand and dust, or something like that. I don't remember the exact line. It's something like that. I'm very smart, if you can't tell. Like, how smart? Like, I think I actually got an A on my IQ test when I took one. Like a straight up 90. Which, I mean, sure, it's an A minus, but you know, still an A. The joke here is obviously that IQ tests are not based off the I'm gonna say American schooling system of grading, the American grading system, because I don't know if they have a different one in different countries. I don't know what else to call it. I'm sure it differs at least a little bit in other countries. Oh, we're about to hit a level up. Okay. And if I remember right, there's post-battle dialogue. Because I remember getting to this and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to watch out. What if there's like a side quest that has this? Because I thought this was a side quest when I did it. When I play on JP, I just press buttons. I'm like, oh, look at this funny picture on the internet. And I'm like, oh, press the Buster cards. When I look down. It's just a normal servant. Indeed, he may have been controlling corpses, talking like an utter madman, but still. Why are you so surprised? That is what most servants are like on SE.RA.PH. They've completely succumbed to their desires and fight accordingly. After all, one can literally get away with murder here. I mean, I think you just do that anyway. Even so-called heroic spirits act like that when they show their true colors. It just goes to show how much of a slave humans truly are to their libidos. Libidos, right? Or perhaps it's meant that they are just all berserkers? Despite intensively, I can talk. Being rational creatures, humans only ever do what they feel like doing after all. In like 10 years from now, when I'm retired from YouTube because I become like the CEO of America, which will be a title then, I'm gonna make like a montage every time I misspeak a word and then follow it up with I can talk. Because I do that on a semi-regular basis. Anyway, your bias is showing, my lady. Yes, we do have all base instincts and desires, but humans also use their rationality to keep them in check. That fiendish sorcerer we encountered earlier has long since abandoned such things of his own free will. He is utterly deranged, even among heroic spirits. That's why I said humans are slaves, because they aren't able to stay rational if they don't keep themselves in check. Of course, my boundless love can melt people down and and their checks alike, so it doesn't matter to me. How about it, Horsey? Any interest in my skill? Yes, please. My nectar is strong stuff. If you ever feel like ending it all, just let me know. I can put you down for good before you even have a chance to feel any pain. You know, I know Melt Earless is really popular, but I don't know why still. I know it's because of this event, but I don't think it's CCC. What's your skill again? It's called All Drain. It's an illegal skill that lets me melt it down and absorb, well, anything. Why is it illegal? Of course, I can't make full use of it right now since I'm not really in peak condition. Kind of pathetic, huh? Especially after when I promised I'd help you. You know, it is strange that we did not see any masters with that servant. I doubt that caster would have gone to such ends if his master had been there to reprimand him. So why was the master nowhere to be found? Gawain, did he miss the exposition? Oh, the master is around. Wait, I thought they didn't have masters. Oh, just not nearby. Don't worry, they all died a long time ago. Huh? May I ask what you mean by that, milady? You do know your manners, don't you? I'm afraid it's what it sounds like. There were masters here once, but they really did die as soon as they had summoned their servants. I thought the servants were just kind of there. Like they got summoned without a master. Or if they, like, you know, the Seraph, like, you know, the Moon Cell was their master, right? Okay. None of the servants here even know what their own masters look like. The only servants actually with their master here are those of you who came from Chaldea. What? But then, that means that the servants are all killing one another of their own accord. Why would they do that? They no longer have any reason to fight. I told you, every servant here besides those of you from Chaldea are acting purely on their own desires. That said, I'm sure SE.RA.PH is also playing a part. I don't know if BB is responsible for this or not, but here, the ego takes precedence over one's consciousness and... Huh? Wonder where that is. Hey, it's a holy grail, I can tell by that visual effect. It's bait! No, Horsey, you mustn't. I've seen the baby bomb, I know it's bait. Oh, flashback? This is a Fate Extra song. Pretty sure. It reminds me of Fate Extra, so I'm saying it's one. Even if it might not be one. The soil rig was taken over before anyone knew what was going on. Once we realized what had happened, it was too late. No, thinking back, we had figured it out before things had gotten truly out of hand. But we all had the same thought. I don't want to accept that something like this terrible could really be happening. I was just an ordinary person. I didn't have any special talent, so I never tried to make it big. I made sure to live within my means. I even ended up working here on for an incredibly dull reason. All I have to do is put up with life on the sea for 10 years. Again, I'm just an ordinary person. I couldn't do anything to contribute to society, nor did I have the guts to try a life of crime. Then came January of 2019. That's when something truly bizarre happened on SE.RA.PH. Every ship in our dock caught on fire, our helicopter was destroyed, and we no longer had any means of contacting the outside world. And that wasn't the half of it. Parts of the base itself started to just disappear. We couldn't even understand what was happening. The only word we had for it was strange. By February, we were down to about 100 survivors between the day and night crews. We started living in the central command room, as it was relatively safe, meaning the fewest disappearances happened there. Thankfully, we had enough provisions to survive. So long as we didn't disappear, we were hopeful that we would make it through. Some of the medical staff had survived too. The therapist did everything she could to help us. Both the wage workers and the privileged higher-ups who came here directly from Chaldea became part of the same community, with nothing separating us. The main thing we all shared was the same desperate hope. Let's wait until May. Chaldea is sure to notice what's happening here. We should have known better. We should have realized we were already done for, that it would be over by then anyway. In March, our director, Hideyasu Ajima, was executed, calling it their evil. We decided it was his fault for not anticipating this mess. At some point, our community turned violent. We told ourselves we were just organizing in order to protect ourselves where we had to. It wasn't, hey, does anyone notice the screen pixelating, or is that just me? It wasn't like only a few people made that call either. We all agreed to it. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I was too scared to say no. Next, the assistant director was executed for failing to resolve the situation. Then a woman who lost the key to the cleaning area. Then the doctors, who were no longer useful once we ran out of medicine. The people who stood up to Beckman were chosen to be sacrificed to the monsters outside. One man was killed for eating too much. Then a woman who was killed for spilling water. Somebody else was killed just for being a foreigner. Yet even then, we were optimistic. We believed that in a few days, this heck would come to an end. I'm reminded of one of the Fallout New Vegas' vaults. You'll know the one if you played that game. It's like, it's based off a short story, which I remember I read for school. Would have been in high school because I think that's when I played New Vegas. Like a week after I did that vault, I was like, hey, wait a second, I've seen this before. And one of the questions on like the paper was, or like the homework for it was, did you see the twist coming? And I was like, oh, teacher, have I got a game for you? So I wrote a 10-page review about why you should play Fallout New Vegas, the best video game ever created. It's probably one of my favorite video game. If not, like, it's in the upper ones. I've played some of the other Fallouts. I've played all of them but 2. But New Vegas is definitely the best. Anyway. Obviously, if visual novels count, Uminako's the best. Like, New Vegas probably isn't... It's like top 5 if visual novels count. Like, it's 5th. Because it's Uminako Shiryu, Fata Morgana, and I'd say Rewrite and Valhalla, yeah. That's where New Vegas lies, more or less. Anyway, in April, we learned that 1 minute in the outer world was equivalent to 100 minutes here. Which meant that any help Chaldea could provide would effectively take more than 50 years to arrive. Right now, I'm smoking a cigarette, which the community has forbidden. This used to be a smoking space, a break room with vending machines and the like. Not anymore. Most of SE.RA.PH has been digitized. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't deal with this fear. With BB. So I left the command room and pulled out a smoke. Then I heard an awful, condemning voice. Looks like you can't follow the rules either. It was Beckman's loyal dogs. They're always on the lookouts for deserters. Always going around in search of any opportunity to get on his good side. Then I heard that horrible clanging sound. The sound of the sledgehammer as it scraped along the floor. I wish they could have at least let me enjoy my last smoke in peace. Man, never thought I'd go out like this. How it's all gone down. I wish I'd grown a spine and stuck up for the assistant director. Was that a crew member's last? Oh, they saw it too? Okay. Yes, that must have been the final memory of a human who died here. But it's all in the past now. Don't pay it any heed, Horsey. Horsey, your expression tells me all I need to know about what sort of memories that they must have been. We must get to the bottom of the situation at once, so no more lives are lost. Okay. That's the only note, wasn't it? Pretty short. Yeah, okay. Oh, you think we unlocked a second thing for me to farm? Hey, BB. No? Nah. I could do the next one tonight, but I really don't want to. Like, I'm very tired. Like, I didn't plan on doing this tonight, but like, I saw the opportunity. I was like, ah, fine. So, we're still pretty early. So, the main thing I'm confused about is why is Gawain here instead of Nero? Like, the only thing I can think of, he comes from an alternate universe where Chaldea also, or he was just like planted there by BB. But I don't believe that. That's too boring of an answer. But if he came from an alternate universe, wouldn't there also be an alternate universe version of Chaldea running around? Well, I mean, really just us. And what happened to them? Passion that picked them up? And we're gonna fight because Passion lives the other Sakura 5 that is a servant. Not counting Kazuya Drop. Who, that's her name, right? Kazuya Drop? No, wait, King Protea. I was looking at the wikis about them. Kazuya Drop's the lolly one, I think. Who's actually like a normal character, kind of, who isn't absolutely insane over something. I'm not really sure. Like, it's so tempting. Let's just do another one. When I went to roll, my game crashed. A smart person would think, okay, that's the universe telling me not to roll, but I don't listen to the universe. I'm gonna get my 3-star craft essence and I'm going to like it. Wink, wink, give me Melryless. Ah. And I'm going to like my Hydra Dagger, and I'm going to kill Semiramis with it. But that's what it was used for, right? I know it was used for the... Oh no, he injected Mordred? What? I don't remember. Okay guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time with some more of the SE.RA.PH event. Hopefully I'll be able to finish Act 1 all in one go next time. Then maybe Act 2 as well. I want to get done with Act 2 in like the next 5 days. If I do that, then I'm on a decent schedule. Also, like, I want to unlock more than what just Eric the Blood Axe fight. That'd be cool. It's okay though. You don't have to, BB. It's okay, fine. You don't just leave it locked. It's fine. I really hope I'm able to finish this though. It'd suck if like I get to Act 3 and I just can't finish it in time. Because I don't know what I'd do then. Like, what I could do, I record the fights, skip the dialogue, and then after the fact, I go back and read through the fight, like the dialogue, and edit it all together, and like talk over the fights. I could actually do that. If it comes to that point, I might do that. We'll see. I'll see you guys then. Bye. Well, not then, as in when I'll be doing. I'll see you guys then, as in like when I record, like tomorrow or the day after. See you guys then. Bye. Oh, by that, it's a joke. Bye.